When World War I began in 1914, soldiers from all sides marched to the front lines without helmets. Most armies issued soft caps, which provided little to no protection against the dangers of warfare. For instance, the British soldiers were issued the field service cap, a woolen cap that was stylish, yes, but utterly useless in stopping shrapnel or bullets. The horrors of trench warfare soon revealed the catastrophic consequences of this oversight. As artillery became the deadliest threat on the battlefield, soldiers found themselves vulnerable to the deadly rain of shrapnel. The need for proper head protection became painfully clear. The first army to recognize this need was the French. In 1915, they introduced what is considered the first modern combat helmet, the Adrian helmet. Designed by August Louis Adrian, this helmet was made of mild steel and was originally intended for firefighters. The Adrian helmet featured a distinctive crest along the top and was relatively lightweight. While it was not bulletproof, it was effective at protecting soldiers from shrapnel and debris, saving countless lives in the process. The introduction of the Adrian helmet was a turning point. Soon after, other nations followed suit, realizing that proper headgear was essential for survival on the battlefield. Seeing the effectiveness of the Adrian helmet, the British quickly developed their own version, the Brodie helmet. Introduced in late 1915, the Brodie helmet was made from a single piece of hardened steel and featured a wide, flat brim. This design offered better protection from shrapnel coming from above, a common threat in trench warfare. The helmet was sometimes referred to as the shrapnel helmet, reflecting its primary purpose. While the Brodie helmet was highly effective, it had its drawbacks. The wide brim, while useful for deflecting shrapnel, offered little protection to the sides and back of the head. However, its simplicity and effectiveness made it a staple of the British Army and Commonwealth forces throughout the war. By the end of the war, over 7 million Brodie helmets had been produced, and they became an iconic symbol of the British Army. Across the front lines, the German Army also recognized the need for better head protection. Enter the Stahlhelm, the German steel helmet that would become one of the most iconic designs in military history. Introduced in 1916, the Stahlhelm was designed by Dr. Friedrich Schwerd. It was made from high-quality steel and provided superior protection compared to the Adrian and Brodie helmets. The Stahlhelm's design offered full coverage of the head and neck, with an extended visor and flared sides, which protected the wearer from shrapnel and other battlefield hazards. The Stahlhelm quickly became a standard issue for the German Army and was lauded for its effectiveness. Its design was so successful that helmets today are still based on that helmet. While the Great War ended over a century ago, the impact of these helmets continues to be felt today. The designs of the Adrian, Brodie, and Stahlhelm laid the groundwork for modern military helmets. Today's combat helmets, with their advanced materials and designs, owe much to the lessons learned during World War I. These early helmets not only protected soldiers from the perils of the battlefield, but also became enduring symbols of the resilience and sacrifice of those who fought in the Great War. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of World War I helmets, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on military history and the incredible stories of the past. And let us know in the comments, what aspect of World War I would you like us to cover next?